These are the 6 best cashback credit cards of 2026. At first, I wanted to rank this list, but then I realized it was pretty difficult because everyone's cashback needs are a little bit different, and all of these cards are phenomenal. In fact, it's really hard to pick an overall winner. And so as we go through the list, I'm gonna point out for you who I think the card is for, who I think a card isn't for, and general comments. But no, you can't go wrong with any of these cards. All right, card number 1. The Chase Prime Visa sign-up bonus. You will receive a $150 Amazon gift card just for opening the card. Earnings. This card will earn 5% cashback for any purchases made at Amazon.com, Amazon Fresh, or Whole Foods. The card will receive 2% cashback at all gas stations, restaurants, local transit and commuting, and 1% cashback all other places. Benefits. It's not common to see benefits in a card like this, but this card does come with no foreign transaction fees. My verdict and recommendations. People, if you're like me and you shop at Amazon almost as an addiction, this is a card you need. It's an automatic 5% discount on anything you're gonna buy. In addition, if you go to Whole Foods, that's another 5% discount as well. This is an absolute no-brainer, especially coming in at no annual fee. I would jump on this card if I'm any sort of Amazon enthusiast. Card number 2, the Citi Double Cash sign-up bonus. This card will offer you a $200 sign-up bonus after you spend $1,500 within the first 6 months. In addition, for a promotional period, you will get 0% APR for 18 months on any balance transfers you bring into the card. Earnings. Very simple. This card lets you earn 2% cashback on all purchases, no limit. My verdict and recommendations. The Citi Double Cash is probably the easiest sleeper card pick here because honestly, there's not much else to think about. You earn 2% cashback for everything, you don't pay an annual fee, and that's it. If you're someone who likes to keep it simple, this is gonna be your card. And by the way, guys, a quick note, if you're not sure if you want a cashback credit card, if you can even get a cashback credit card, you can still get cashback. You can just use these things called cashback portals. There's a ton of them out there. My favorite is a platform called Rakuten. So whenever I'm shopping online, I make sure first to go to Rakuten to see if that particular retailer is giving me additional cashback. And if they are, I just click the link through there and guess what? I get free cashback, literally just for clicking the link. And the best part is you can stack this cashback on top of a cashback credit card. So let's say we have the Citi Double Cash that's gonna give you 2% cashback for all your purchases. Well, you could go in, let's say you open up Rakuten, you wanna shop on Nike, and right now Nike's giving 6% cashback through Rakuten. So you get 6% cashback through Rakuten plus your 2%, that's 8% cashback for shopping on Nike, aka basically an 8% discount. Now, it's not just Nike. I think Rakuten has, I don't even know, I wanna say hundreds, maybe thousands of retailers. And there's some cases where you can get cashback for shopping in person by just basically linking up the credit card, you go in person, you swipe it. So don't sleep on this. And right now, Rakuten does have a bonus. If you're a new user, they'll give you, it's publicly available and it's really not great. It's typically like $30 for spending $30. But there's a way more elevated all-time high offer that's gonna give you $50 for spending $50. Literally, if you're already gonna buy something, why not just buy it through Rakuten and you're gonna get your money back? So if you're interested in that elevated offer, I do have a working link in the description box down below. Feel free to check it out. Card number 3, the Chase Freedom Unlimited sign-up bonus. Right now, you will receive $200 after you spend $500 within the first 3 months. You'll also get a promotional APR of 0% for the first 15 months on all new purchases, as well as balance transfers. Earnings. This card offers 5% cashback for any travel you book through the Chase Travel Portal, 3% cashback at all drugstore purchases, 3% cashback for all dining purchases, and 1.5% cashback for everything else. Benefits. This card offers you 2% cashback for all Lyft purchases until September 2027. The card also offers you 6 months of Dash Pass complimentary. And for having Dash Pass, you get $10 per quarter on all non-restaurant DoorDash orders until December 2027. And the third benefit to call out is with this Chase Freedom card, you take a step into the broader Chase ecosystem. So that would include other cards like the Sapphire Preferred and the Sapphire Reserve. Now, those cards have annual fees. The Freedom Unlimited doesn't. In addition, those cards allow you to take your cash back and convert them into transferable points, and then kind of in the whole credit card points and miles space, transferable points to do the whole free hotels, to do the whole business class flight thing. But you don't have to worry about that when you first get the Freedom Unlimited. It just gives you that avenue, and then you start kind of a banking relationship with Chase, if that makes sense. Personally, I think it's pretty phenomenal, but again, you don't have to get those other cards. This just kind of gives you a step in. My verdict and recommendations. I love the 3% dining. This card does give you cash back and it's a little bit more elevated in certain categories, so it requires a little bit more work, but at the same time, for most of us, right, we probably wanna get cashback cards and we get interested in some of the travel perks and the flight perks, and so you are gonna upgrade, and so this is a great stepping stone to then get those higher tier cards where it doesn't feel like you have to relearn an entire bank's ecosystem again. Card number 4, the Citi Custom Cash. Sign-up bonus. Right now, you will receive $200 after you spend $1,500 within the first 6 months. In addition, you'll get a promotional APR of 0% for the first 18 months on all balance transfers. Earnings. You will earn 5% cash back on your highest spend category, and those categories I threw up on screen for $500 of spend in those categories per month. Once you spend over that in those particular top categories, it reverts to 1% cash back, and for all other purchases is 1%. My verdict and recommendations. I really like this card if you know there's a particular thing you spend a ton of money on and you want 5% cash back. For example, gas. And so I would get this card and only use it for gas or only use it for restaurant, whatever it may be. That keeps it really clean cut, and you know, again, you're locking in 5% cash back off the rip. Card number 5, the American Express Blue Cash Preferred. Sign-up bonus. You will receive $200 back after you spend $3,000 within the first 6 months. You'll also receive a 0% promotional APR on all purchases as well as balance transfers for the first 12 months. Earnings. This card will earn 6% cashback on groceries on up to $6,000 of spend in a year. You'll earn 6% cashback on select streaming, 3% cashback on transit, 3% cashback on gas, and 1% cashback on all other purchases. Benefits. You will receive a $120 Disney streaming credit that comes in the form of $10 a month, so this could be used for things like Disney Plus or Hulu or ESPN. Annual fee. This is the first and the only card on this list that does have an annual fee of $95. However, the first year, that annual fee is waived, so then in the second year, you will pay that $95. My verdict and recommendation. This card on the entire list is probably the heaviest hitter with that 6% on grocery. However, it's also the only one with an annual fee. My recommendation to you is get the card in the first year because there is no annual fee, it's waived, and then figure out, are you getting the maximum benefit of the card? Are you getting the grocery cashback, the select streaming cashback, the gas station cashback, and so forth? If you are, great, hang on to the card and pay the annual fee. But if you're not, you can always cancel the card or downgrade to the Blue Cash Everyday card. Card number 6, the Fidelity Visa Signature Card. Sign-up bonus, $0. Earnings, 2% cashback for everything, no limit. Benefits. And this is what kind of makes this card a little bit more unique in that this card, 1, has no foreign transaction fee, but it also gives you a credit to TSA PreCheck / global entry. This is basically VIP expedited entrance into the airport. So if you have TSA PreCheck, you don't have to take off your belt, you keep your shoes on, so forth. Global entry is VIP entry back into the US, so you don't have to go through the customs immigration lines as everyone else, you just kind of walk right through. Now, my recommendation, I love this card, especially for someone who's like a little bit travel curious because you have no foreign transaction fee, you get the TSA PreCheck / global entry credit, which that credit typically comes from cards that have annual fees of $100, $200, $500. To have it on a no annual fee credit card, I absolutely love that. And folks, that is the video. These are the top 6 cashback credit cards of 2026. Now, let me know what you think and if you think I should have added some cards or taken some cards off. Personally, at the end of the day, cashback is all gonna be up to how you spend, and it's the easiest form to recognize some benefit from credit cards. Because I always say, you never wanna spend any money without getting something in return, right? Sure, you're gonna spend money and get the product, but I better get something else back. And in this instance, it's gonna be 1%, 1.5%, 2%, 5%, 6% cashback. And if you're smart, you stack on top of it a cashback portal. So now you have your credit card, a cashback portal. I mean, I've seen instances where you're getting 15, 20% cashback, which is insane, and all you need to do is make sure you're using these online portals. And if you're interested in Rakuten or any of the cards that I discussed, go ahead. I do have working links in the description box down below. Feel free to check them out, and I will catch you all on the next video. Peace.